Hi, Lucy.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi. So good to see you.
It's very good to see you. I am so happy I'm actually talking to you. It's been a lonely year.
Oh, snap. Use the L word.
I use the L word. I use the L word.
Okay. So for our viewers, can you just explain how we know each other and what made you interested in coming on today?
Okay, so how do I know Jackie? Well, I don't want to sound weird or anything, but if you want to look at my YouTube channel, I say a little bit how I met you in that toxic ex thingy majingy. Remember?
I don't think I saw that one. Or did I? No, I did.
I mentioned you how I met you.
Okay, so you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And you mentioned a toxic ex, which we can discuss it or not.
We can discuss that.
But
after.
yeah, explain how we know each other.
Well, I saw this beautiful girl, and I'm not lying. Okay, I saw this beautiful girl. She had a beautiful smile. I think she had a white shirt, and I'm like, you know what? I want to talk to her, but I just don't want to just come up to her. But I met her at a party. It was this guy's party. I'm not gonna mention his name because privacy.
Yes.
But this guy, let's call him James. We met. He invited me to a backyard party. It was just like a barbecue, I guess. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm a little nervous. And yeah, I just met her at this party, and it was pretty great because you asked me, so who are you interested? And I'm like, oh well.
Okay, that was not the first question, right? We were probably talking, just being like, hey, what's up?
That's for me. That's like how I met you. You asked me that first question. I'm like, there we go. Yes, that's how we met each other.
Oh, okay. Yes, I remember that night as well, and I remember seeing some sparks. And I think I remember I was trying to hook it up. I was like, hey guys.
You were my wing woman. You are a good wing woman.
I support love. I know what I saw. And I know there's a story behind that as well. But, the beginning was good.
Right. I want to know what you saw, like from a third person, not just like from my version, but I want to know what you saw. Because you said you saw sparks. I personally didn't see any sparks. I was just like, really questioning. But anyways, we can get through that after.
Oh, well, I guess you can feel that way because you're the person involved. So when you're just objective, you can see it, right?
Exactly.
That's interesting. You didn't notice it. Okay. Yeah. So I remember meeting you. I remember thinking, oh, she's she's willing to dance. She's willing to be out there. I like the energy.
Right.
And then I could always appreciate that. And I remember just us speaking, and I think throughout the night, we were just here and there. And I was like, I like this girl and her energy. I think we were sitting down, all of us.
Right.
Because I knew that individual as well from before.
Oh.
And then, I met on a different place. So it wasn't foreign to me. I was like, what's up? Right. And then there was just something, we're sitting down. And then I went, am I seeing things or feeling things? And I go, oh, and I was like, oh, okay.
Energy is real.
But you guys were already kind of engaging a little bit. That's why I stepped in, because that's awkward if I'm just like randomly. And I remember being like, oh, I think we're getting ready to go home.
Right. Yo, that killed me when you said that. I was like, Jackie, no.
But it wasn't only to you. I was like, why don't y'all go in the same direction, go together?
Right, yeah.
I was like, oh, why don't y'all go together? Because also be safe. As women, we have to watch out for that. Just get home safe. So a lot of it is just safety and just make an opportunity, right? And if I remember correctly, it didn't happen. So I was like, I tried, whatever. And then the following week, I believe you told me that you guys started dating or seeing each other. And I was like, well, there we go. I wasn't wrong, was I?
Jackie, yes.
I know what I saw. But yes, that's how we met. And how did that go? Very briefly, because you do have a YouTube channel that you have a story about that. But so y'all started. It didn't work out, right? That happens. Relationships don't work out.
So do you want me to start from like the beginning, or how did it start? Do you want me to tell you how it started, like how everything went down?
Well, I'll say this. So the beginning was how it started. What made a relationship not work out then? And relationships in general. What did you learn in relationships?
Okay, so something that I look back upon now, right, and my mindset, I was a little wishy-washy, right? Um, I wasn't committed, and I said things that I wanted to happen, but in all reality, I didn't want it to happen. I just wanted to please him. I wanted him to smile. So I put him first. There was a moment where it he just got really mad, like super mad. I've never dated anyone like this. He just got really mad and he started like saying all these things, all these swear words. He was just like, I can't believe it. He was like holding his head. It's like he had a huge headache. I don't know. It was just very intense moment. And in that moment, I realized, whoa, what the fuck? This could definitely escalate to something even worse. And this is not good. Like everything started flashing back. I started feeling like, oh my God, it's true. I have to walk on every time I'm with him, I have to walk on eggshells, or I feel like I'm walking on eggshells. I have to watch what I say. I have to watch what I do. I have to watch what I wear. This is not healthy, right?
No, it doesn't sound
So I
healthy.
started thinking, no, I can just give him a chance. Maybe he could change. I'm that type of person. I give a lot of chances. Even though it's right in my face, I'm just like, you know what? People can change. But the thing that I was missing is that if people want to change, they will change, not just me hoping they will change. That's what I know now. Yeah, so then I called my friend and she was like, girl, you're being gaslighted. Like, this is not good, because she was gaslighted before in her relationship. She's out of it, thank God. I'm so happy. And she was like, girl, you need to like go. And I was just very confused. My emotions were everywhere. I didn't want to leave him because I just thought he was really nice. He showed me a different way of love that I do appreciate to this day. But it was just way too toxic. And I was like, you know what? I think it's time for me to let go. And I just texted him and I was like, listen, it's not gonna work out. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad, and I'm upset that Mofo had anger issues.
Like,
And totally, it's an abusive relationship, it sounds like, at the end of the day.
yeah, I started to think, dude, this guy can like hit me at any moment.
It happens, right? This is a common story, unfortunately. Yeah. Girls find them, and guys as well, it goes both ways. They find themselves in this situation. You said something very, very telling. I felt like I had to walk on eggshells.
Mm-hmm.
You know, relationships are hard enough when real love is involved, but when it's like that, that's not love.
I don't think so. He justified as in like trying to make me a better person. I understand when there's motivation, and I understand
manipulative shit right there.
Like, hey girl, I think I suggest, or hey baby, I suggest you doing this because of this and this and this. But like telling me don't wear that, or why do you put your hair like that, or why are you dressing like that, or getting mad because I dress cute for him, not for other guys. I think it's a Korean thing. I really do. I haven't exposed his ethnicity in my YouTube video, but here is the real. So yeah, he's Korean, and I think it's a Korean thing. Now that I started learning about more depth into Korean culture, some guys are like, they have this weird thing where it's like you can wear this provocative, like it's not even provocative, it was just like a nice skirt and like a nice fitted top. I was just exposing my legs, like what the fuck. Anyways, you can only wear that for me. You can't wear that for anyone else. That's a huge cultural difference. And that's just something he just didn't understand. And what am I going to do? Like, not be myself? Like, I want to dress for you. It's not for anyone else. Like, I grew up in this culture and I understand your culture and I respect it, but that doesn't mean I'm going to listen to you and not wear what I want. That's restricting and that's controlling. So
the key is controlling, because many couples come from different cultures and it's beautiful. It comes with conflict as well, because there's just gonna be it's natural. However, the difference is, in any culture, when you tell someone what to do, when you're being scary across culture, that's not right. That's not right behavior. That can't be, I know what you mean. I'm Korean as well. So when you say Korean, I'm like, yeah, there is a negative connotation with it, right? Positives as well. But I speak for some of my people. I'm like, yeah, we all messed up.
No, there's beautiful things when it comes to Korean culture that I love. Beautiful things that make sense in my American Mexican mind, which trust me, I love, and we can get into that later. But this is something where it's like that whole view of you have to dress conservative, but you can only dress sexy. For me, it's I don't know. It just doesn't sit well for me.
It's hypocritical.
Yeah. And there's a point where it's like, okay, I don't judge anyone. Trust me, I don't judge anyone that dresses like this. But if like I personally am modest, I don't like showing my ass. I don't like showing my boobies. But if anyone wants to, go ahead, girl. You do you. I encourage you. But for me, I don't like that. I can see why there's some guys that are like, I don't want people to stare at you. But I mean, like, show it off. Like, she's with you. Stop being insecure mofo. But it is what it is. Everyone's different.
Yes, but I don't want to spend more time on that. I'm very happy you're in a better place and that you were able to leave that there. And now you learned all these lessons, as you're saying.
Yeah, for sure.
And some signs to watch out for, because you're not the only one who's in this situation. And I hope that people know to recognize the signs and leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Communication goes both ways. And one is a hostile like that. There's no, you know that term, I don't negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah.
Terrorists don't care.
They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
Yes. No. So bye-bye. So even though, Lucy, we might have met because of that.
Right. But can I say something before we move on real quick?
Yes.
In terms to what we spoke about, all I have to say is that if you don't have a good feeling, if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel like you're questioning your sanity and you're questioning your own character, get the fuck out. Because baby girl or baby boy, you are going to lose yourself and all your energy is going to be gone. And it might go to the point where, I don't want to say it, but look out for yourself. Look out for yourself, because if no one's going to love you, no one's going to love you. You have to love yourself, period. That's all I got to say.
Thank you, Lucy. Thank you. Definitely. Get out, guys.
Get out.
Ask for help. It's gaslighting.
Mom, help. Really?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Definitely a great PSA. Great PSA. And you did say there are wonderful things about the Korean culture. Yeah. And that's one thing I noticed, because I was like, oh, you know that? So I'm curious about what got you exposed to Korean culture, what makes you stay, and what do you like about it? And who do you like? Because I know there are some specifics.
How I got started. Well, let me just tell you, my life has turned upside down, and in a good way, in a very, very good way. I grew up in a mostly all white schools, right? I went to all white school. I attended all white schools. My friends were all white. So I wasn't exposed to Asian people, right? And it came to the point, I'm not sure if it was like people around me or blah, blah, blah. And I'm a little ashamed saying this, but I'm being real. I didn't really care about Asian people back then when I was like, how old? Like before junior year in high school. I didn't care. I was just like, whatever. I didn't want to be their friend. I didn't care about them. I was very close-minded, aka close-minded. I was on YouTube one day and I was on the explore page, or like the most popular trending. Yeah. And I saw this, I didn't know at the time it was Hangul. And I was like, what is this? Why does it have so many views? Like, it has millions of views. What the fuck? And this was junior year in high school. Okay. So I think this was in 2011 or 2010. I don't remember. Anyways, I clicked on it. I didn't know that click was going to change my life. It was 2 p.m. I'll be back.
Good song.
Yep.
Good song. And you're right. I think that time period, they were the hottest group.
Yes, they were hot.
Had its moment.
They were hot. They were like hot.
That's the I'll Be Back where they do homage, right?
Double thing. Wee.
That was your intro.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 p.m. buffed your K-pop bubble.
Woo! 2 p.m. My favorite was Nick Kun.
Oh, yeah, he's a cutie patootie.
He is the most cute little cutie pie.
I wonder where he is now.
He did a podcast with Eric Nam, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he was there, but I didn't really listen to it because I had to do something. But I'll definitely get to that for sure. I'm being real.
It's okay. So that led you into being like, oh my God, what we now know as K-pop. So how did you go from 2 p.m. watching a video to it changing your life?
So I just started researching, and that's where I kind of found myself, as in, like, I really like different cultures. I like learning about different things, not just staying in my own little bubble. I want to be a cultured person. So after that, I started researching all their songs. I figured out that Jay Park was in one of them. One was part of the group, and Again, which is another of my favorite song. Then I just started watching all. I started all with 2 p.m. Then it led to 2 a.m. Then after that, it led to Big Bang. Then after that, it led to Miss A, Wonder Girls, so on and so forth. And I'm like, okay, music, cool. Now I want to see like their actual culture, like how are they different from American culture? And of course, drinking is very popular. I didn't drink at the time, but I was just, I didn't. I didn't drink at the time. No.
Because you were a junior in high school, so you're
junior in high school, guys.
You did not condone underage drinking.
No, underage drinking is a no. Yeah.
At least here, folks. Officially.
I started learning about what is it? I don't even know what's it called. Like the hand gestures. Like, when you drink, you're supposed to like look away. It's like,
yeah.
Things like that. Yeah. And then I started into the dancing. I was actually teaching us a dance. I think it's from Tiara, Roly Poly, in high school. I learned to dance, and I was teaching it, and that's how I like attracted all these Korean people, as in like girls, of course, because I'm not gonna talk to the guys. I'm freaking shy at the moment. So I was like making all these friends and blah blah blah, and I was like, yay! I was just really, really fun. That changed my life. Also, the fashion really inspired me. I was like, now this is fashion. I mean, in my opinion, of course. Yeah, things like that.
What about the food?
That I wasn't really exposed to until later. Yeah, because I was still underage and I really didn't know much. So, but after that, after high school, I was like, you know what? Let me try this double P thing. I have no idea. Let me try this Kpop thing. Oh, I do remember this one friend. This one friend. I'm not going to say her name. Let's call her. I'm just going to call her Junior. I don't know why. I just keep thinking about Junior. Let's call her Junior. She actually brought homemade Kpop. And I was like, she's like, yeah, do you want some? I'm like, hell yeah. So that was the first time. Yeah. But I wasn't really exposed to Korean food until later. Yeah.
Okay. So like, let's go to later. What do you think about it now?
Like now, what do I think about it? I fucking love it.
It's surprising because the first thing people, when they find out Korean, they just go like, the food, the meat.
Yeah.
I go, I know.
Like, hello. Yeah. Like, I've been living under a rock. I was Patrick Star. Like, what?
I mean, each culture has their like dish, and you're like, oh man. So, well, welcome, Lucy. You're an honorary Korean. Believe me, I'm
honored.
And I know you're very interested. I remember we were speaking about this as well when we first met.
Yeah.
You are a fan of BTS. Are you an army? An official army? Or just are you an army?
Okay. There's like a fine line. I'm not sure. Yeah, I consider myself an army because I have an army bomb now. But I'm not just like on the internet looking at their stuff 24/7 like these teenagers, which I give them so much credit because I don't have that much energy and I got stuff to do. So yeah, I guess I would consider myself an army. Yeah, I'm an army. Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
yeah, yeah. My
I'm
mom's
an,
an army.
I'm a
No, no.
low army, like low key army.
Hey, I am so proud of them. I am
Dude, oh
so
my
proud of
God,
them.
you deserve the world. Mwah! If you ever BTS, if you ever hear this, RM, if you ever hear this, wow, I love you guys. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Keep going.
Is RM your favorite member?
Guess. Just try to guess. Just guess my
Oh,
favorite.
guess. Oh, I thought you said yes. Okay.
No.
Well, I know Jimin, Jungkook, and V are the most popular members.
Right. You got this. You got this.
I would
Look,
say Jungkook.
I'm gonna give you a hint. What'd you say?
Jungkook?
Correct.
Yeah, he's a cutie patootie. He's talented too. Thank God he's not just a pretty face. I would be so mad.
I know.
I'd be so mad if he's just a pretty face. Oh wait, Jin is there too because I said pretty face.
Well then.
No, I don't want armies coming for me. I love you all.
Hey, I mean, don't come for her. She's good. She's a good person.
No, I love them. I love them. I want to make that clear.
Don't go crazy. All right. We love them. All right.
Yeah. So, ooh, yeah. But I'm always thankful for fans who are non-Koreans, also fans of them, because it's just because Korea's a small country, South Korea.
Yeah.
Like little. This is like China, and this is Korea.
Yeah, but it's just, for me, it's just like huge, even though geographically they're like small. At least.
This is Korea. This is Korea. So I'm always just so thankful when because it was a very unknown country.
Yeah.
Everyone knows China. No one knows us. So just getting that much positive attention is always welcome. So I'm just thankful.
I'm actually really happy that people are open-minded to learn about a different culture, not just stick to whatever culture they grew up with, which is nothing wrong, but life is too short to just stick in a bubble. Come on, you can be so cultured. You're missing so much. Like, life is just, it's like you're just stuck in your room. That's it. Like, no. I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm judging. You're nice, Lucy. I judge you.
All right.
I judge.
And that's fine. You know what?
I do, but I won't be mean about it.
That's good. That's good.
There's a difference. There's a difference.
There's a huge difference.
But my initial reaction, I'm kind of judging your world right now.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
Well, moving on, because I know you did a video recently about you did, what is it? The reaction video, I remember, for BTS. That's how I was like, you're a BTS fan?
Which, the Dynamite, right?
Or no. It was a long time ago.
Oh, long time ago. Okay.
Long time ago. I'm talking years ago.
Okay.
So, but you have a YouTube channel.
Yes, I do. I have a YouTube channel.
Drop it, girl. Plug it in. Tell us how you got started with YouTube, what makes you keep going, and what do you want from it?
Okay, so how did I start YouTube? Well, I actually this is not my first YouTube channel. There was one a long time ago where I started doing nail art because I was inspired to do nail art. I wasn't consistent and I was really young, so other things were more of my priorities, so I just stopped doing that. And I look back and I'm like, oh, I should have just continued. I would have so much subscribers now. You know, you have that moment where you just reflect and you're like, damn, I should have just continued being consistent and I would have been on top now. But that's not the case. So it is what it is. I started again because I just saw how people were managing like their YouTube life, as in like they did YouTube, but then they had more free time. It wasn't so like restricted as in like, let's say you have a 9 to 5 every day, or let's say you work in retail and it's just like the schedule is just like a roller coaster. You really don't have time for yourself. You really don't have time for anything, not even for family. And that sucks. So I want to create something that people can relate to and just be yourself, I guess. Like I never really thought about it. I just did it. I just want to inspire people. There you go. Yeah.
What are some things that people who would want to do YouTube for themselves, what would be some advice? Like some things you've learned along the way, little tidbits.
So first, just fucking do it. Get your fucking camera. And if you have a fucking idea, just record it. No matter the quality, you don't have to have a fucking studio. You don't have to have a $2,000 ring light. No, bitch. Just, you have Windows, right? Free. Just fucking do it. You have a message, just do it. That's what people are afraid of. They're like, oh no, but I don't have this, but I don't have that. But you see, like the quality, they always comparing each other. They always compare themselves to, like, let's just say I Just Seen quality. I Just Seen has been on YouTube forever, and she has so much experience, and she has a following, and she creates revenue. Of course, she's gonna have that equipment. Everybody starts off zero, so don't be ashamed of that. Just do it, and along the way, you're going to be able to get that equipment. You're going to be able to invest in your studio. So just do it. And another thing is just be yourself. Everybody's like, oh, I take notes of this person, try to copy them and do it better. No. Just be you, because you're unique. There's only one Jackie. There's only one Lucy. There's only one, whoever your name is, James. I don't know. So just be yourself. And just do it. That's it. Just fucking do it. Stop making excuses, or I'm gonna come over there and slap the shit out of you. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes, Mama Lucy. Preaching some truth.
And also, people are also making excuses where, oh, I don't know how to edit, or I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna be really hard right now, and I hope people don't come for me, but fucking learn. There's YouTube videos on how to edit. Not you. I'm not talking about you, Jackie, because you editing a podcast, it's very hard. And I justify that. No, it's true. It's very hard. But if you're just editing a 2-minute video of you saying something, come on now. You can learn. Like, come on.
Or just learn to do it one shot if you're that.
Or just do one shot. Or just do that. Yeah. But just do it, and not just specifically editing. Anything in life, just learn. There's so many ways. You have the internet, you have power right here. This little tablet right here, yeah. How to meditate, how to run. I'm just being stupid, but just learn. It's okay. Everybody has their own pace. Remember, YouTube is a marathon, not a sprint.
I love that.
And that's from, where is that from? Where did I learn that from? I learned that from this YouTube channel. Damn. I forgot the name. Think Media.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Think Media. I love you.
Love you.
Yeah.
Oh man. Thank you, Lucy. I can feel myself getting straighter, going, yes, ma'am. I am going to just do it, not be afraid. I'll be brave.
Just like step by step. I'm not saying like dive into and buy like a whole program that's like $100 and just try to learn. No.
Mm-hmm.
Step by step. That's how I learned. You know how long it took me to make my first like editing nail art video? It took me 3 hours. Just do it slideshow. I'm like, whoa, this is editing? Great. But the more you do it, the more you'll do it. You'll be
That's
fine.
true. That's true. And anything in life. It could be applied in anything in life.
Yeah. Anything.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to be president, Lucy. 2024.
First of all, thank you for putting a smile on my face. It's been crazy here.
You know, I want to go back to that, because when I asked you how you were, you said the L word. I think we kind of missed that. So
yeah.
Why that word? Because that's telling.
It's been lonely because I've lost a lot of friends. I've did a lot of realization within myself, like just things like what I was doing. I wasn't progressing. I wasn't doing much. I was hanging out with the wrong crowd. And whoever's listening to this, my friends, you guys, I love you guys, but I'm just talking about specific people. Um, yeah, it's just I realized that people don't have the best interest for you all the time. I noticed that people always they listen to reply, not listen to listen. And I'm not saying I'm the angel here, of course. I've done things that I'm not proud of, but at least I reflect on them and I try to be better. Also, I'm very like I said, I give people a lot of chances and then they just keep fucking me over all the time. And I wonder what the fuck, what's wrong with me? Also, setting boundaries is another thing that I learned. Setting boundaries with your own parents, setting boundaries even with your best friend, things like this. Yeah. So I've and also like, whew, let's not really talk. I'm just gonna say it because I have to get it out. But one of my coworkers, we weren't that close, but unfortunately, he passed away.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
That was really really hard on me. Uh, it's just sad. Mental health is real, dude. Yeah. Wow, we got really serious.
It's okay. Sometimes life is serious. And first, yes, losing friends is, I think sometimes that was definitely something in your 20s, even though they say it's natural, it happens. Not because of fault, but we change personality, not personalities. It's just life changes. We're busy, not as much, because it's not like school, right? Where you see each other every day.
But you're not wrong. Your personality can change.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You see things differently than when you first met, and
exactly.
Just not as much time together, or maybe the things that brought you together close in the beginning, now it's not necessarily there anymore, so not as much opportunity, and it hurts. So it doesn't have to be as dramatic as we're not friends anymore, but it happens slowly.
It hurts, yeah.
And that's a pain, that's a loss. And one of the things as adults that's hard to do, I find personally, Lucy, is making new friends.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of people you know, but who's a real friend, right? And that's hard.
Yeah, that's another thing that I noticed too. A lot of people are just your friend to leech off of you, or oh, you know him, you know this, you have connections. Oh, I'm gonna leech.
Okay, that's not first of all, that's not a friend, because that'll be like, thank you for showing me that you a leech. That's not a friend.
No, exactly.
That was never a friend.
Before this year, I thought they were friends because the persona they projected, and they were like, "Oh, listen, I'm here for you." Great.
And that's unfortunate because it does happen.
It does
happen, and I'm not responsible for you. I'm just responsible to you. So thank you for showing me you're a leech, and we can just bounce. And I want to go back to the loss of your coworker and friend as too. You mentioned mental health.
Yeah.
May I ask, was it now it is getting real, because October was actually Mental Health Awareness Month. So I did speak about that last month. And may I ask, was it self-harm? Was it a self-loss?
I don't know 100%.
Okay.
Right. Me and my friend did some research because we just really wanted to know what happened. But I couldn't do as much research as she did because I was just too hurt. And apparently, I'm not sure, self-harm. I don't like saying that word because it's just very triggering. But yeah, self-harm.
Okay. Well, thank you for being honest about how you feel about, because sometimes we do get triggered, right, by these words. Because yeah, and I am very sorry for that individual as well. May they rest in peace.
Of course, yeah.
And
it's so weird because I actually had a dream about him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I feel like dreams are like messages, from the beyond or something. Everybody has their own belief, but this is what I believe. And in the dream, I saw him wearing a green shirt that he wore. And like, I don't know his pants, but I saw him there and he was just smiling at me. And he was walking and there was a door where he was walking towards, and it was a door of light. It was like light beaming out of that door. And he just walked in it and he was smiling and he was happy. I woke up and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So hopefully I do believe that he's okay now and he's fine. But that's just crazy, dude. I was like, whoa, what just happened? But yeah.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like a good dream.
Yeah, it was a good dream.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was able to let go. Like right now, yeah, I'm tearing up a little bit, but it's not as intense as before, where I was just so sad. I couldn't get out of my I was just so sad I couldn't get out of my bed. And I know we didn't have like a strong connection. Me and him weren't that close, but he was just a very, very cool individual, and it just sucks when things happen.
Well, I want to just let you know that even if it was intense, your reaction today, nothing wrong with that. It's exactly how you feel, and there's no answers, right, for that either.
No, nothing.
Yeah. And I don't want to take too much attention from that, but I do want to say something to you, Lucy, and because I lost a friend as well to that.
Right.
And it's interesting because you think that all we feel is sadness, but I remember feeling angry.
Right.
Because there's almost that survival thing where it's like, did I not see something? Could I have stopped it? What was the last time I saw them? Did I not listen?
Yeah.
And these feelings are complex. It's not just sadness is there, but then all these other things come and we're left with no answers too.
Yeah.
And then it comes out the bigger questions of what is life? And depending, for myself, religion kind of came into that. Like, what does that mean? I learned my whole life, you go to hell. I'm like, oh no. And it's real. I'm like, oh no.
But it's true. It's like, it's really complex.
That's a conservative background. That's a no. And it's just that. And I just want to say, Lucy, I don't know how long it's been, but everything you're feeling, just feel it.
Yeah. I've learned to do that. I've definitely learned to do that. Because after my first, I'm straying a little bit from the topic, but after my first love, I just suppressed all my feelings. I didn't want to feel anything. And I was a person that I look back and I'm like, whoa, I needed a hug. But I'm back now. I feel my emotions. But let me just tell you, I fucking hate emotions, y'all. Emotions are a bitch, but that's what makes me feel. Oh, sorry. I love that. Got a notification. Good. Sorry. But yeah. Emotions. But that's what makes us human.
Well, can we try to specify the emotion that makes you go like, I hate emotions? Because if I see Jungkook, I'm gonna be happy emotion.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm speaking mostly of negative emotions. Gotcha. Like those negative emotions. If you really let them, it's like a snowball, right? If you let it just continue roll, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it just can just make you very depressed or just give you an anxiety attack, or it's just hard. It's hard.
Very true. Very true. So how did you know that suppressing it wasn't the way to go for you then?
My best friend actually sat my ass down.
Ooh. Intervention?
Huh?
Intervention?
She sat me down and she was like, in plain words, she was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Wow.
She didn't say it like that. She started like, hey, what's going on? Like, are you okay? Why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep bouncing from guy to guy? Blah, blah, blah. Hey, don't judge me. It happens. Everyone's a player once in a while.
Yeah, we all have that stage.
We all have that.
Back off.
There you go. And yeah, and I was just like, honestly, I don't want to feel anything. I'm still hurt from my first love, and that at that time. And I don't want to feel. I just want to enjoy. I don't care about these guys' feelings. I don't care about my feelings. What's the point of feelings? Like, I gave this guy my all. Literally, I gave him my all. He was my first everything. So what's the fucking point? You know, I was angry. I was sad. It was just a ball of chaos in my emotions. Yeah, pretty much.
Got it. And now, let's say you were going to face something similar or worse. How do you think you would handle it now? Those emotions that come with it.
Whoa, well, of course, I'm not ready, but I'll have to go through it. I'll have to just, I wouldn't do the same things I did before. I wouldn't bounce back and forth with guys, and I would just work on myself and loving myself again, and knowing now that I gave everything I got, and it just didn't work out. And I don't regret anything I did. If he ever like thinks about, oh, she begged me or she did this, I don't give a fuck. I fought for you, and I have no regrets. I don't give a fuck. I could truly say I loved him, like, with all my heart. And that's the best feeling ever.
Love is good.
Love is good.
Love is good. There's nothing wrong with love.
Nothing.
I want you to be in love, Lucy. I want you to have healthy love.
No, I'm not ready right now.
Okay,
I'm in love. Actually, no, Loki, I want to be in love.
Are you available?
Yes, I am available.
Okay, you heard it here.
I'm not available, so don't come at me. I'm available, but I'm not available.
Oh man. So what I'm hearing is that you're willing to be a learner.
Yes.
Because you experience all these things, but you're not here going like, Jackie, it's all their fault. Jackie.
No. Everybody has a different perspective on everything. I've learned something this year. I've learned so much from my brother, and I'm not going to say much about him because I want to keep his privacy, but he is definitely one of my role models, because even though he's younger, bruh, his mind, dude, it's crazy. He's so, I don't know. He's just so awesome. And he has taught me a lot this year. And I'm just so grateful. I'm so fucking grateful. Yeah.
Sounds like a great brother.
Yeah, I fucking love this dude.
Oh, shout out to your brother.
He gives me hope on men. Let's just say that. Yeah, he definitely does. I was losing hope. I was like, ugh.
Well, some of them are. Some of them are. Some of them are. Let's just be real.
It's
we
true.
Met them.
Like, what's wrong with these people?
We dated them.
I want to be Santa Claus and go to all their houses at night with my reindeer and just slap some sense into them and be like, bitch, fuck. That's what I want to do.
I silently support that.
I know, right?
But we don't condone violence.
No. I'll slap them with like a feather. That'll do.
Long feather.
A really long, sharp feather. Well, anyways.
Oh, Lucy. So,
yes.
What's something people seem to misunderstand about you?
One would be my intention. Two would be my love for Korean culture. Like, that has been something that has really gotten people to just show their nasty side to me. And I'm just like, why? Like, why does that mean liking Korean culture affect you so much?
I'm confused too.
Yeah, even and me liking Asian guys, like, that's a huge thing. Like, why is that a problem?
Yo,
like,
they so cute. I like them too.
Like, what the fuck?
Wait,
it makes no sense.
Can you describe a little bit? Because I actually misunderstood. So it sounds like you have some experience where you liking something in this particular case, Korean culture, caused this result. Do you have an example of when you're like, when that happened? Yeah, I'm confused. I'm genuinely like, I'm confused why that would make somebody upset with you.
Yeah, it makes no sense. So there was this one dude I used to go to a youth center, right? And excuse me, I had to burp for a second. Ooh, okay, I'm back. And he just messaged me out of nowhere, and I didn't know. And he was like, Lucy, I that Asian side of you, or like the fact that you like Asian stuff, really pissed me off. But now I notice that it's a part of you. And I'm like, okay, first of all, uh, did I ask you? Like, what was that about? There was another incident where it's like, why do you like K-pop? Like, why do you like these feminine boys? And I'm like, there was another incident where even this Korean guy that I know, he's my friend. And sometimes I want to slap the crap out of him because he says things that really piss me off, but I'm not saying his name. I had a boyfriend at the time, and then he was just like, oh, you're not single anymore. I'm like, yeah, I'm not single anymore. He's like, what? He's Asian? And I'm like, yeah. So, like, yeah, he's Asian. He's like, oh, okay. And he is Asian as well. So it's like, shouldn't you like be like cool? Like, I just don't understand these people's mindsets. Like, they're like, oh, a lot of people don't like Asian men, blah, blah, blah. We're at the bottom of the food chain, blah, 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 this and that. But when it comes to seeing or hearing people, other ethnicities dating Asian guys, they just are against it. What the fuck? It makes no sense whatsoever.
I would say, you think you used this word before, small-minded?
That's what
small-minded, and that's a shame.
That is a
Imagine, because let's just say we won't use Korean, but just another culture that you're dating, and it's just no logic behind it, right?
It makes no sense why people are always looking down upon a person that is like, oh, I like Asian culture, blah, blah, blah. Of course, there are Korea boos and stuff like that, but who cares? Let them like what they like. Eventually they'll figure out that not all Korean men or Asian men are like in the K-dramas. Period. That's not true. It's fake. Like,
it's not.
Like, let me tell you my experiences, please. Anyways, or what was I gonna say? Or let's just say someone really is into Mexican culture, right? What am I gonna call them? Like, I'm gonna make fun of them? Like, it's okay for you to be obsessed or really into Mexican culture, or only date Mexican girls, or only date white girls, or only date brown girls, or only date black girls. But it's not okay if when it comes to Asian people, that means you have a Asian fever. What? Makes no sense to me at all whatsoever.
I almost want to pick their brain. Like, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, dude. Good sir. Let's talk about that.
Is there like some hate? Like, what's wrong? Like,
self-hate. You said they were Korean too. I'm like, is that self-hate, sir?
Exactly. Like, what's wrong? And it sucks because he was like, oh, I only date Asian girls. I'm like, oh, all right, then that's great. Cool. Well, I mean, I'm not judging him. Like,
oh, I'm judging him, Lucy.
Oh my god! Like, go ahead, date what you want. It's all good. I don't care. It is what it is. Ay, muchacha.
Ay. Good sir. Come on, let's open that up a little bit. Just a little bit. You don't know what you'll find. Oh Lord, man. What would you tell your 18-year-old self, Lucy?
What would I tell my 18-year-old self?
Yeah.
Wait, give me a second. I gotta think. My 18-year-old self.
Mm-hmm. Younger self. Younger self.
But the first thing is love yourself and put yourself first. Don't be easily influenced by other people. And set boundaries. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. Don't keep people's opinions in consideration, but stay true to who yourself at the moment. That's it.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. Dun, 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 dun.
I love it. I know you're speaking to my soul, so I'm sure the listeners as well felt that.
Yeah. I mean, everybody makes mistakes. You just got to learn from it. And it's okay. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel depressed. Not too much because, there's like a fine line when it's like, dangerous, but it's okay. Like, feel it. Feel those emotions. Ask yourself, why do I feel this? Why is it affecting me so much?
Yeah.
Why is this? It's okay.
Yeah. And don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's number one. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and don't be afraid to reach out to people. Like, people are like, oh, I don't want to bother them. If you're bothering them, they'll tell you. Okay? Just reach out. It's okay. It's okay to show that you care. 2020, it's okay to show that you care. God damn.
Yes. In 2020, I like that. But we can add to it because this year was a hell of a year. So we can add that to this.
Yeah, for real.
Jeez,
for real.
Man. What makes you whole, Lucy?
What makes me whole? What makes me whole? The fact that I can care deeply about people and then I can put people before me. Also, my teddy bears make me whole. I fucking love teddy bears, dude. I have a bunch. Like, it's not even funny.
I love that.
I have a Jungkook. I can't even say how do I pronounce his name? Because I always say cook, and I know it's not the right pronunciation. Jungkook.
I think it's Jungkook.
Jungkook.
Hold on, I have to look back. Don't come for me, armies.
You know what? I'm just gonna say JK. Anyways,
I know he's Golden Magnet. That was his nickname.
Golden Boy.
Is that his nickname?
Apparently, everybody calls him Golden Boy. I don't know Golden Monday. I don't know that.
Oh yeah, because the reason I knew why I'm like, I can see why he's popular, and I'm glad it's because he's actually talented.
Hell, fuck yeah.
You know what, Lucy? I'll get back to you. I really don't know now that I think about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up too because
I'll look it up, Lucy.
I'm sorry, JK. I'm sorry,
I'm so sorry, fans. Don't come for me. I love that.
Start singing Miane Hajima.
Oh, and
what's up?
Something people may not know about you. You're a good singer.
No, I am not.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
All right. Somebody's not self-aware, but we'll just leave it there. We'll just leave it there.
I love karaoke though. If you want to catch me at karaoke, you can catch me at karaoke.
Yes. Well, not anymore because are they open
now? Yeah, but I'd rather just stay home. Actually,
true.
My best friend bought me a mic to sing at home. So that's the best shit ever.
My only regret is not asking you to prepare that today. Part 2?
Part 2, definitely. No, there's a lot. There's a lot. We can go in depth. Yay. If you want. Only if you want.
Oh, I want.
Okay, then you'll receive.
Lucy, thank you so much for being here today. There's something I always end with this podcast, and I directed specifically to our guests, where I say, Lucy, you are loved, you are good, and you are whole. Say bye, everybody.
Cute. I love you, Jackie. Thank you so much for having me today. You are the best. Please continue listening to this woman. She's good. She's good. She has a lot. I'm sending you virtual hugs and virtual kisses, and I can't wait to see you. And next year, probably.
Yes. Thank you. Say bye to our viewers.
Bye, everyone. And thank you for listening to my crazy life. Not so crazy, but kind of crazy. But yes, crazy. I don't know, crazy. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.